are live. Hello, thank you all for tuning into the Concrete Rose Podcast. I'm your host, Shaya Queen, and today we have two guests, and I would like for them to introduce themselves.
Okay, I'm gonna zip my motivation. I didn't know who was going first, so I was like, I've been on your show before, so I was letting know. I was like, Ayana go first, but I go first. I'm Zip Mouth Motivation, the owner of Zip Mouth Podcast, Zip Mouth Mindset Coaching, and Takaya Divine. So I'm here.
Okay, nice to meet you, love. And I am Ayana Miller. I'm from Trinidad. I am a mom of two. I am representing Trinidad at Mrs. Earth 2024 as well.
Oh, Miss 2024.
Yeah,
Okay, congratulations.
I'm a transformational kingdom woman, and you'll know why. And I'm just, I have a heart for helping people
Mhm.
and really, seeing the best out of others.
Yes. So today's topic is I am my hair. And we're just going to be talking about, the kinks and the curls and the texture of black hair. So, do anybody want to start it off? Do anybody got something they want to say first?
I just say I love my hair. That's all I'm saying. I love my hair.
What do you love about your hair?
I just think I really love the fact that I could just get up and go. Like when I had a perm, I had to like get the flat irons, the curlers. You got to fix your edges. And I know people be fixing their edges with dreads, but sometimes I don't. Like this my house, so I'm just finna take it out that little wrap and go like this, and then I'm finna go.
And that's the way I feel about my big chop now. I'm loving it because I'm like free to just get up and just go. You're
And
not really. I don't feel bound to nothing, like when you wearing weave and stuff, you kind of feel bound to it. So
for me, after having my second kid, I went back all natural and it felt so good. Listen, just wash and go. Spray, put some products, and you go.
what products do you use?
I actually use is what's Carol's daughter. I use ORS. Now, everybody here type is different, so it's a lot about trial and error. So I've been trying different things. Might say this doesn't work, this will work. Listen, and meal. Yes, I love it. The coil custard, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's good. That's what I be using. I just washed my hair, just put some little curls in it and went on about my business. So, how do y'all feel about perms? Now that we done been woken up to perms and all of this stuff, how do y'all feel about it?
Honestly, I really don't feel no way about it. I really feel like, I can't have a perm. You feel what I'm saying? Like perms would tear my hair out. So even in the times when I was natural and I decided, well, I had an afro. So I had a big afro, and then I decided, okay, I'm gonna get a perm. It was probably like in a matter of weeks, my hair started breaking off. The perm was so cute. My hair was on my shoulder. I was slanging it. Like I was feeling like somebody. But then it was like, break it here, break it here. So then I ended up having to do the big chop because I was like, forget that. I got to go back to natural hair because this perm stuff not going to work for me. You know what I'm saying? But it's to each his own because some people have a perm and it lasts them forever. But when you think about the chemicals, you think about, I don't know if y'all ever heard of the, like when they was doing that baby don't go bald and how all those
yeah.
I'm old, so like I know about the old stuff, but like all those little things like that, like now they offering people money because they saying like, okay, it messed with your ovaries, it messed with, it messed with it giving you cancer and all this different stuff. So when you think about putting a perm in your head, you thinking about the top of your head where everything going through, you know what I'm saying, your body. you just want to be careful, like what you put in your hair. Like even when it comes to hair products, like I don't use a lot of products. I use a certain kind of products, and that's just it.
Well, for me, with regards to perming, yes, I had loved to perm my hair. I wouldn't lie. But when the burning starts, oh my goodness, my eyes will turn red. I will start to twitch. It's just because you just want to look pretty. You just want it all well done. But when you think about it, why am I putting myself through this theater? Just to please other people? Just to say,
Yeah.
hey, I have perm in my hair and my hair is looking good. Listen, your natural beauty, your natural hair looks so beautiful on you, right? My hair was really thick, and I thought that was the easiest way to perm, to be able to comb your hair easy. But when I decided after COVID hit, and I can't get a hairdresser, who is going to do my hair? I said, you know what? I'm going back natural. And then my husband was like, your hair looks good natural. And I was like, okay, I'll make the complete chop and start right over, right completely over. And then he was like, that is your hair? I was like, yeah. So it's like, as you rightfully said, the chemicals that you're using within your hair, it's damaging your hair, your scalp, and you as an individual as well. So why not just use our natural hair and be
Yeah.
proud of it?
But my experience with the perm was I was a kid. Like I'll say I'm about 13 years old, and my mama permed my hair. She burnt my hair. And that was the first time that ever had happened to me. And I'm like, see the hair texture that I have really is not for perms. And you know how perms, they just try stuff and just doing stuff. And she permed and burnt my hair out. Like I had long hair here and short pieces here, and I was like, nah, like they let me know then that it was something about the chemicals. So how do y'all feel about society standards when it comes to natural hair?
I would say, like as it pertains to society standards, I think it's more to the story. You know what I'm saying? Because you got kids being kicked out of school because they can't have locks, or you have people not being able to get certain jobs because they have natural hair or something like that. So I think it's more to the story than other than oh well, you just can't have locks because it don't look good. But I mean, but at whose standard is that? You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't have locks, you gonna tell me that my hair don't look good? Like I say, some people, like they go all out on their edges, with their locks. But this is my natural hair, so if I wake up and I don't feel like doing nothing to my edges, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. It's not like I. People might say, "Oh, you got nappy hair," but it's different types of hair. And like you say, there are different products that you can put in your hair to make your hair, look curly. So, but when it comes to society, I don't care anyway. So I don't even care what they think. So it don't even matter.
Yes, and for me, I think society has a lot to play with it, especially with kids. When they go to school, they get teased. Oh, you have late for school, or your hair is looking this way or that way. Or sometimes even the teachers, they might tell you, you cannot come to school with your hair like that. If that is the way your hair is, once it is neat and presentable, I find that shouldn't be a problem. Be comfort, let them be comfortable with who in their own skin.
I always go back to like before perms came about. You know what I'm saying? Before perms even came about, like I know they used to use lye or whatever, but before all of that came about, so everybody was just walking around thinking that their hair was ugly, or was people okay with their appearance? You know what I'm saying? So then I feel like, like society says, oh well, you have to look like this, and this is what's acceptable. But why are you gonna let somebody tell you what's acceptable? If you feel like what like if you feel like I like my hair, I like my hair.
Exactly. And social media has a lot to play. a part in that because you know you'll see someone looking a certain type of way and you want to be like that person
Yes.
rather than not being yourself, your true authentic self.
Right.
Because who are you pleasing? You are just pleasing the world. And when it comes down, you are not pleasing yourself. You are not happy with yourself. You are
Mm.
creating a different image. You are not creating who you are and who God made you to be. So it shows that you are not loving you. Yes, you could style it, you could change yourself, you could enhance yourself, but you don't need to change for anyone to love you or for society to accept you. Listen, we are all unique. Your big hair could be, listen, that beautiful style when you walk down with that lovely dress and your big afro.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yes. So do you feel like women that wear weave don't love themselves?
Yes, they love themselves, but you know, okay. So for instance, probably in the fashion industry or you're modeling or something, they want you to look a certain way. So you decide, okay, I'm going to put the weave not to be able to comb my hair and to probably look like the other girls, right? Rather than, you know, now you are seeing that it have ladies either with their short natural hair they're entering queen shoes and they're looking so lovely. They're looking unique. You stand out from the crowd, to be honest. Or
Yeah.
some people just don't want to comb their hair at all and decide, okay, I just want to put some weave, I just want to change.
I feel like it got so much to do with society. Like most women do have naturally good hair that they can wear, but they choose not to wear it because of society. Then you got those on the other hand, they doing it because they want to feel beautiful. Like there is a difference because you got some women that they won't go nowhere without wearing weave in their head. Like in order to go around natural, they wouldn't do it. They just wouldn't do it. Like if they were to take all the weaves out of the stores and stuff, I feel like a lot of women wouldn't even dare come outside. It's like they just gotta have it. And I was guilty of that too. Like, I can wear my natural hair at certain places, but like when you finna go out somewhere or go to an event, your first go-to is I need my hair done. I need you want to throw something on because you feel like, I got to. And that's what I'm trying to work on. Like, just, I've been natural before, but I have to work on just being natural. Just
Being
it doesn't
comfortable.
matter, like being confident and just walking
Mhm.
in the room and just being how I am.
I'm not gonna say like, all women who wear weave don't, love themselves because it's really like if you want to wear it, you wear it. You know what I'm saying? It's really up to you. It's your decision at the end of the day. Um, but I do believe a lot of people who do have societal issues, you know what I'm saying? They feel like, well, I'm not beautiful unless I put this wig on, or if I don't have a lace front on, or you know what I'm saying, I look ugly, or some people don't know how to do hair. Like they just don't know how to
And
do their hair.
and I don't really believe that everybody don't love themselves because I'm both natural and, I might slap on me a weave or something. I'm not gonna say that they don't love themselves, but
Yeah.
it's just society standards nowadays that most women are more comfortable with weave. They prefer to wear weave over their natural hair.
Right.
Yeah, I just put weave in my hair, to be honest, but I haven't put it in a while. And it felt so different because I've been wearing my natural hair. So for me, it was just the ease of combing, just to look different. Sometimes you want a different appearance.
Yeah. But
Yes.
it took like, I was raised with like a lot of men and stuff. So it take like my daddy, like when I wear weave and stuff, it's always wear your real hair. You got good hair, wear your own hair. Why you gotta? And then I'm like, I'm just trying stuff. What's wrong with it? So now I'm at a point now where he's like, now I'm older. He's like, okay, now you done tried all the weave now. Can you just try to be natural, like be yourself? And I'm like, wait a minute, because when I was young, my excuse was, I'm young, I gotta try different hairstyles. Now I'm older, it's like, okay, what now? And I'm like, okay, all right.
And
And
see,
then he was like, you never tried nothing new. He was like, you tried the new hairstyle, but you never tried nothing new, like wearing your own natural hair. I'm like,
when he was on your case, wasn't he? He was like, "You gonna take this weave on out your." But
he
that's
was against it. You know, most men really don't. Most men really don't care. You know, I mean, as long as you look decent or something, they really don't be caring. It be dollars on some hair, and then men not even thinking about no hair.
I
Ex-
definitely think it's a personal, like it's a personal choice. I'm not gonna say people don't love themselves, and I'm not gonna say like all of it's on society. Sometimes people just want to be different. You know what I'm saying? They probably have really good hair. Like my little sister has very long hair, down her back, but she wear lace fronts all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like she always got weave, braids. Like every now and again you will see her with her real hair, and her hair is so pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so pretty. No perm. It's just pretty. She go get a what you call that little blowout thing or
Yeah,
whatever.
Blow, yeah.
Yeah, like a little blowout, and her hair is pretty, but she does wear weave all the time. And every time I be like, "Why you got weave?" I was like, "Who got hair down their back and they got weave in their hair? Like this ain't making sense to me."
most black
Like,
women.
so sometimes it's just about like, oh, I just want to try this or I want to do that. And you're right. Sometimes men like it. Sometimes they don't care either way. And
Yeah.
sometimes they would prefer you
Correct.
natural.
But what about the hair diseases that's caused with wearing all of it? Because you got women that they start out with that good hair, it be thick, it be beautiful, but then they wear too much weave in it, and then sometimes it causes hair loss. Like it causes your edges to come out. You know, I've seen women that had naturally long, beautiful hair that wear braids, and now
I think
that their hair is out, now they need the weave.
Yeah, I think that they feel like they at a point of no return. You know what I'm saying? So once you start wearing certain glues and all this different stuff, like your edges might start coming out. So now you kind of like ashamed to go somewhere with your edges. You ain't got no edges. So you like, how am I going to get some
So
lock?
that's
Exactly. Correct.
And so
So what
you
I was
don't
trying to say
feel
was basically too much of anything is bad for you.
well, yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. But I think like some of them women be just like they don't have the confidence to say like I can't go outside with no edges in my ponytail way back here because people gonna laugh at me. You know what I'm saying? Because like the world is mean. The world is mean. So people gonna laugh at you from children to adults. Girl, did you see her hair? You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
even thinking like this woman might have alopecia. This woman might have went through so much with chemicals on her hair that she just can't grow the hair, or you just never know. You know what I'm saying? But for that part, that probably plays a big thing with society because who wants somebody always laughing at you? You already feel low when you look in the mirror and you like, I'm
So
bald.
what can we do to prevent those type of things?
Well, you have to believe that you're gonna get your hair back. Because if you stop, like if I'm allergic to glue, that
No,
black
I'm saying like what can we do like as black women, what can we do to encourage another black woman to prevent those type of things from happening to her? Like from wearing too much weave, from doing all of these. I feel like as a black woman, we can encourage, like on the platform, we can just encourage them to be confident in their natural hair sometimes.
but celebrate them just because you see a woman like if you post a picture and then you post a picture, you got on some makeup, you got your natural hair, it's dyed on, you look beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But then you might get 30 likes. I'm just saying like 30 likes. But then somebody else posts a picture, they got a face full of makeup, they got their lace front on fleek, you know what I'm saying? So then they get 130 likes. You feel what I'm saying? But
I mean, yeah, that's good with society, but
it's never gonna be, but that's not just society, it's including black women. You know what I'm saying? Because the black women are the ones that's on these posts.
okay, so they feel like they're more beautiful with the weave in their head. So what I'm
Correct.
trying to do is bring awareness to them. But what
Exactly.
I'm trying to bring is awareness to them to let them know that you can still be beautiful naturally.
Right. And that's what I was saying. Celebrate them. It don't matter who you see. If you see somebody on there and you feel like, hey, they look good. Sometimes, like
I
I
mean,
see a
that's me
people,
too. I'm just saying because I
yeah,
wear weave too, so I don't have a problem with the women wearing the weave. What I'm saying is, I'm just trying to bring awareness that you can also be beautiful with your natural hair, and that Black women should
exactly.
wear their natural hair sometimes because of the chemicals and the hair losses and different stuff like that. That's just what I'm trying to bring is
You have
awareness.
to bring awareness to what the chemicals and the
Yeah.
different type of stuff will do to you as an individual and to your hair.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see someone in a natural hair, say, hey sis, you're looking lovely.
Uh-huh.
Encourage them, praise them, rather
Mm-hmm.
than, not only when you're in your lace front or the braids or whatever, as Denisha rightfully said, you get more likes when you're all made up.
Right.
But it's the words and the things you say to them to bring that encouragement and to really bring that awareness and others really coming out or their true self just being natural.
Because I feel like for some reason I feel like it's a lot of women that want to come out and be natural, but they just don't have the courage, to want to step out and be bold enough to do it because you in a society where, like she say, you get more likes when you doing this. So you got a lot of women that they want to come out and want to, you got women that go home every day and say, I'm tired of wearing this wig. I really want to cut my hair. I really just want to, be me. I really just want to be free, but they just don't have the courage to step out and do it.
Exactly.
And that's
And
why
it's
you just tell them you beautiful. Like even if you got a friend and she say, I want to cut my hair, but I'm scared people gonna pick at me. Hype your friend up. You know what I'm saying? Like every time you get a chance, hype your friend up. Girl, send me a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like every time.
exactly. Yeah,
I
Hype
believe
them up.
that Black women can have beautiful hair. We can grow our own hair. Well, our natural
listen,
hair can grow. It really could. If we just really took the time to just grow it, it could.
and take care of it and use the right products. You don't need and
Mhm.
support black-owned businesses as well who help grow your hair, your natural hair,
Right.
Yes.
right? And it's to me, it's just building that community and really encouraging others
Right.
and supporting rather than you bring down each other. Because you will see other black women bringing down each other. Hey,
Yeah.
look at your hair and laughing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you don't know they want to be just like you. They want that type of hair that you have, but they're just telling you to discourage you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So, and I think that's important. Just build a community. Build a community of, you know what I'm saying? You know how people make a post and they'll be like, let me see your natural body. You know what I'm saying? Like a man to make a post like, let me see all the natural bodies. So you make a post, let me see everybody with their natural hair.
And then you got women that's ashamed. Like you got women, like for example, a man can be like, she can be at home with her afro. A man can call her on the phone and be like, "Hey, I'm outside. Come step outside." That woman not gonna want to go outside just showing her natural hair. She's gonna go in there and put some weave on. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's just like that's what they feel they go to is let me just put this wig on my head and just run out there and see him so I feel like some women are ashamed of just being themselves. Then you got women that be in relationships and I get the question all the time, when should I show my real hair to him? And it's like you should be confident enough to do that anyway.
Exactly. You need to love me for who I am. Come on, because if
And
I
then,
need
but
to
first
hide,
it start with you loving yourself because if you feeling
correct.
insecure about yourself, it's really not him, it's you that don't want to
Exactly.
pull that wig off your head because you insecure about your hair.
Exactly.
And so you, girl, he was trying to come over last night and yeah, I had the wig on and I'm just not comfortable to do that. Why?
Well,
And if your wife pulls up and he sees your natural hair, what he's supposed to do?
What
So
do
he
we
needs to love you for who you are. Come on.
Yes.
but
You need to see me natural.
But you know, sometimes it don't be the men. It be the men saying, "Hey, baby, I want to see your hair," and it's her. No, you got to see me fixed up. Like, and a lot of men complain because I done dealt with men that done complain to me about, well, me and this girl broke up because I never seen her real hair. She always got her nails done. She always made up, and he was like, I broke up with her because I never saw the real her. All she showed me was the weave and the weave. And a lot of women feel like that's me keeping myself up because it was taught to us by our mothers and stuff that, oh, well, you need to keep yourself up. You walking around here with an afro, you looking like that, So a lot of women feel like me having my hair done every 2 weeks with weave and getting my nails done every 2 weeks is me keeping my maintenance up.
Well, it depends. Well, I can't really blame that on parents because you know what? In all honesty, my mom never taught me that.
I
Like,
can't. My mama was
like my mama, my mama
Yeah.
never. She, like you keep your hair done, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a Jerry curl when I was little, or we get braids, or whatever, or we just walk around with our natural hair. You know what I'm saying? But as like being dolled up for somebody, my mama still don't doll up. You know what I'm saying? That's just something like I go get my nails
when I
done
was in
or
middle
whatever.
school, my mama been having me daughter since middle school. Well, since elementary school, but middle school, like my hair stayed done. Like,
And so that's that if that's something that you do, like people feel good, when they have done or when they nails done. But if it's a man, he should just tell her like, "You beautiful."
Correct.
because I was
Correct.
You are
my
beautiful.
first boyfriend in middle school. I used to get my hair done every 2 weeks with weave and braids and all that stuff. And I was in middle school. And he told me that he didn't want to be with me no more because I was wearing too much weave in my head. But at the time I was a kid and I was like, no, well, bye. Because it's like, I want my hair done. Like, I'm not gonna walk around here. And I did wear my real hair sometimes, but it was like, he was like, you wear more weave in your, and I'm like, okay, well, go about your business. Cause I'm a kid and I want to have fun and I like my hair. But now that I'm older, I, kind of give like where he's coming from. Like,
And did you think because you're seeing your friends or your associates, having weave or having their hair done all the time, you think that you should be the same way, or you think
well, my mama, she was kind of like, you not going to school looking any kind of way. She was that type of mama. You not finna go to school looking any kind of way. And because she was, I was brought up under her teaching and she was the one raising me. So she paid for what I needed. Like I was only in middle school, but it was like your hair got to be done. Your nails got to be done. I had that type of mama. Like, that's why I say sometimes your upbringing can be the reason why you the way you are, because it's like, your hair got to stay done. And that's what she made sure she did. I mean, she was a great parent, but that's what she raised. Like most women, they didn't raise their daughters, on that. Because I had friends that didn't wear weave. They rear her in the ponytail, and my mama would see them and be like, ooh, she got that girl going to school looking any kind of way. Look at that ponytail, so it's like the way she raised me.
There go the stigma. There go one of the stigmas, because that mom probably really got up and felt like she brushed her daughter hair in a nice ponytail to go to school, and she was decent. Her clothes probably went dirty, but who gives the standard?
But that's what I'm saying. Different people
are
trained. That's what I'm saying. Different people are brought up in different households. And in my household, it was, get your hair done, look nice and look presentable. That's just what my mama was on. So that's how I was.
So that's T. She in the comments. She said, well, let me chime in, lady. She said, I wear weaves, and mainly because I don't like people touching my hair, as well as I don't like to do it or grow it. Grow up being being my own hairstylist, natural weave. I think women should do whatever makes them happy and whatever makes a man happy. Just my opinion. I'm creative in my own, and that's just the gist of it. It's up to the person, like what they feel is acceptable. But just don't pick at somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be somebody with a little ponytail. Oh well, That's their
No,
little
no little
ponytail.
ponytail, big ponytail. She just was more like keep your hair done. You in middle school, and you're gonna be in high school, and you growing up to be a young lady. So it was
Yeah.
more so like keep your hair done, and that's really what I stuck with. Like even if I'm gonna be natural, it's like it got to be in some type of style. Like it can't just be just natural or dry or something like that. It got to be,
Well, there are some women that wake up that have natural hair and they just like it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that. Like if I see a woman with natural hair and she don't have it like people like, oh well her afro ain't shaped up and it's natural. It's her hair. You know what I'm saying? Like it's her hair. So it's to each person because what you might think is not like put together.
Well, I don't care. Me personally, I don't care because I'm natural. I wear weave. I wear weaves. It's not about no men. That's not what we about. We just saying that when you are confident enough, you got women that are ashamed to show their true selves around their men. It's not about keeping no men or getting no men. It's just that she's not confident to just show her true self around the men. That's what we're talking about. It's not about, well, I'm gonna be natural because that's gonna give me a man. Because you can be natural and not get a man, and you can wear weave and not get a man. It's just two
I
sides.
think that your confidence has to be within yourself.
Yeah,
Like
that's how I feel like.
yeah, forget everything else. Like forget the man, forget the people around you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like to get my like some people like they hair retwisted often. You know what I'm saying? Like they might go every other week or whenever they start getting new growth or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I like my hair to get nappy and then I might roll it up. I might put it in a ponytail. I might brush it back and have a whole bunch of new growth, but my hair is down my back. You know what I'm saying? So I might put it in a bun and put a scarf on it or, whatever. And like I said, a lot of people be like, Demasha, you got to do your edges. Why I got to do my edges? It's my hair.
Mm-hmm.
My hair is smooth. Like I got stringy hair. You feel what I'm saying? So like, why I got to do my edges? So, and every time I ask somebody that, they be looking at me like, well, because you want to make, why? I got this natural hair. So you mean to tell me I got to slick my edges down? Now, if you slick your edges down, that's on you. I don't care. I ain't thinking about your hair. I'm just thinking about how I feel. And that's where the confidence starts at. It starts within yourself. It can't be about nobody and nothing else. You have to have that confidence. But men, women, society is what bring you down and make you feel like you have to go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? So when you build up your confidence to say like, I don't want to go with the flow. I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. You still don't have people picking at you and talking about, oh, well, you ain't decent. Oh, I'm not decent to your standard, but I'm decent. You get what I'm saying? And so you have to build that confidence. But that comes from like me saying, Ayana, you are so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That comes from me beautiful. For me saying, like when you told me I'm gonna do the big chop, I was excited. I was like, okay, Shay, send me a picture. Then when you sent me a picture, I was like, girl, you look beautiful. When I see your picture, I called you like, Shay, girl, you look so beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, and not that you didn't look beautiful with your weave. I just like the blonde, girl. I feel like you popping.
And I agree. It all based on the individual, what they want to do and what makes them feel comfortable. So
I agree too. I just say just don't be pressured by society. Like if you're a woman out there and you know that you really don't like wearing weave, because it's some of us out here, like me included sometimes. I don't like wearing weave all the time. And there's some more women out here too that feel like I just don't want to wear this. I want to wear my natural hair. And I'm gonna say this, just go for it. If you feel like it's too hot this summer and you want to pull the wig off, hey, go for it. That's the way I say.
I don't like wigs, honestly, because I have a fear, it might fall off or something might happen. So I personally don't like wigs. Yes, I don't mind wearing weave once it looks good. My natural hair once it looks good as well. Different occasions you want to wear a different style. But I'm not going to please anyone. Sometimes somebody might say, why you don't wear weave? I was like, no, I want my natural hair.
That's me.
Right.
Well, and
And
now
me
tomorrow
personally,
I might have on a wig. You know,
I want to
somebody
get
might.
some. I want to get some braids over my locks. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to get some braids over my locks. But if people be like, your hair too long, your hair too, you know what I'm saying? So, but I want to get it over my locks just to, you know what I'm saying? Just to do something different or just see how it is. Cause I be seeing people on YouTube doing it. So I'm like, oh, that probably will look cute. I look cute with some braids over my locks. Let me ask somebody. But every time they always be like, oh, your hair too long. They like in the front, you took the front picture, it looked like, okay, yeah, it's like underneath her breast line. But then when you came in here, the back down to your butt. I'm like, so I'm getting braids or not? You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a no. Okay. You know, so like it just depends. But I think that we should hype our sisters up. You know what I'm saying? Because we in society every day and they say we gotta look like this to be accepted and that to be accepted. And at the end of the day, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like who cares? If you wake up and you decide, Shay, you don't wanna put the sponge on your head or you just wanna go out, just go out. And a lot of times women don't even know what products work for their hair. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. And products are so expensive, you can't run through. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to buy some little gel because I be redoing locks. I went to buy this little gel. That thing cost me $11. I said, "Greg," I said, "What's in here?" Like, what's in here? So, and some people don't have the money to explore. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have the money to explore. You could tell them, "Oh, well, this worked for my hair." Like you said, that curl custard. When I had my afro, put that curl custard on there and braid my hair down at night, and then in the morning, it was so beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I didn't put no curl custard on my locks.
Correct.
So it depends. You know, like if you know a good product for somebody's hair, share it, Shay. You see somebody with their hair, like, girl, you know what product I use on my hair? You should try it. I got a little bit. Here you go.
And that's why I feel like we should hype each other in because we do hype each other up when we got weave done. We do. We gonna, girl, that lace look good. Girl, that braids look good. But when it comes to natural, we don't do that with each other.
Sure right. I have seen it, but you know, sometimes you might say, I don't like how my natural hair is looking, and then someone who might say, but your natural hair looks so lovely on you, and that is what we need to do.
Cause I've heard people talk about people natural, like look at her hair, her hair dry, they look a mess. But then they'll come and see, look at her, see, I want my lace front done like that, and my braids, you know, that's how they be doing. They don't really hype nobody up that's, you know, natural. So that's why a lot of women feel like, hey, I'm just gonna throw this weave in. I'm just gonna do, you know, since all the celebrity women, they all wearing lace front. So hey, let me give me a lace front. You know, I want to look like Nicki Minaj. I want to, you know, that's how they be. Some of them just be pressured by society.
Correct. And sometimes you don't know why someone is really wearing this weave. Either, you know, they have certain hair problem or issues that they need to wear this hair, you know, to protect themselves, whatever, or you know, with image, you're doing a photo shoot or something, but they want your hair a certain way. They don't want you to be natural.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you have made the title, Shay, I Am My Hair. So when you had first, we was talking about this on the phone, and I thought about the song that India I remade, like I Am Not My Hair. But when you called me earlier, I was gonna tell you, and then you was like, I was thinking about the song. It's so because we both Gemini, so we be thinking alike a lot. You was like, I was thinking about the song, I Am Not My Hair, but then I changed it, I Am My Hair. You know what I'm saying? And so when you explained it, the way you explained it, it kind of like touched my heart because literally we are our hair. You know what I'm saying? Like you are your hair. So your confidence level, even if it's weave, is your hair. It might be purchased, but if you purchase it, so it's your hair. You know what I'm saying?
It's not your hair. You can wear it, but it's not your hair. We trying to bring awareness to natural hair. That's not their hair. That's not our hair. I wear weave too.
Well, they feel like it's their hair. So
we wear it, you know, we wear it because, you know, we want, that's what we choose to do at the time. But
exactly.
I bought it, but
different personality. So if you have the weave and you have the curls, a different personality steps out rather than when you have your natural hair.
Yeah.
Now I can attest to that because
For
see,
real.
back in the day when I used to have my weave,
Okay.
with my regular hair, I was Damasha. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With my weave, I was Keisha. So
Okay.
so it just depends. Your hair is your personality. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mhm.
The natural hair, whatever you do to your hair, it's your personality. It builds your confidence, even if it's
Correct.
building your confidence for the minute. Like I've had people, say they're going to get a lace, they'll say, "Hey, you'll break my hair down," and the whole time I'm like, "Dang, you got some pretty hair." You know what I'm saying? Like your hair is really pretty, and they might be like, "Oh, I hate my hair. I don't like the way this, and the other." You could tell them like, "Hey, try a product. Try this or whatever the case may be. That might work for you." I know a lot of people who done went from wearing, weaves or whatever, or just getting perms to deciding like I'm gonna be natural. And everybody do it for different reasons. Like me being natural is because I had an afro, I got a perm, and I got a perm because everybody was like, "Oh, you should perm your afro. It's gonna be so long," and it was long. It was so long, and it was so pretty for about 2 weeks. And then it started to break off. So then I had to shave my hair, and I shaved bald. Like I went all the way down low, dyed it blonde, and it was so cute. And I would have left it like that, but then I was like, "Oh, I want some dreads." And when you get
Right
dreads, you go through what they call the ugly phase. You know what I'm saying? So during the ugly phase, I had on wigs because
Yeah.
I wasn't confident enough to wear my hair.
Correct.
Yeah.
But then one day I was like, I was on YouTube and I saw this girl. She had like some little pipe cleaners, and her dress was about the same length of mine. I said, I'm finna go to Home Depot. I'm finna buy these little pipe cleaners, and I'm finna roll my hair up. And baby, it was over for them then. Because ever since then, once I knew I could do that, I was good. Now with my hair being this long, I feel like I really can't do nothing to it. Like I have to do, even though I go get it done, I might get pinups or whatever. I feel like I'm limited to what I could do. But when I had shorter dreads, I felt like I could do anything. What you want to do? You want to corn roll it back or what? Like what we doing? But it just depends on the person.
Mhm. Correct.
And then I was on YouTube earlier, like studying the history of hair and stuff. And we are her because when I was on YouTube, I learned that, in some African tribes, your hair was worn a certain kind of way to determine what tribe you was from. And then I also learned that some of the women that was married, they had their hair in another style. And then the women that were single, you could tell if they were married or single by the way that they wore their hair.
Wow.
Yeah, it's deep. I was on it today when I was at work, but I was like, wow. So it's really deep.
And
Yeah,
even like being able to like braids used to tell the slaves, which way to go, different things like that. So I can dig it. It's just like at this point, everybody not into it. They not understanding like the seriousness of your natural hair. And some people do understand. They just want to do something different.
Correct.
but it's a
I
guy
agree.
on YouTube that talks about it. He be rhyming and stuff, and he talk about her, and he be like, it's supposed to be the channel to you something. He on some spiritual stuff that. He talks about that it's gateway to something or something. Your hair is.
Well,
And
it says like spiritually, they say that your hair is your antennas, into
yeah,
the world.
that's what
Yeah,
he was
into the
saying.
world. Yeah,
Yeah.
into the world. And so me getting locks is part of my spiritual journey. You feel what I'm saying? So that's part of my journey into my spiritualism of what I believe.
So that's why I said that the hair stuff it goes even deeper because some people saying that hair is like something spiritual. And that's why he was like just basically saying like now he was just saying like we shouldn't wear the fake hair or none of that type of stuff because of the antennas or whatever that we spiritually connected to or something like that on that level.
Right. So and that just depends on like what your spiritual, like you can't make nobody be spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So my beliefs are my beliefs. So I don't wear weave or I don't, like I don't do anything extra. You feel what I'm saying? Like, do I want to get some little braids? I want to see how different it'll look, you know, because I've been wearing locks for a long time. But I feel like my locks are my connection into the world, like their energy. Like, I don't let people touch my hair. It's only one person other than myself that's going to do my hair. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a certain kind of energy to be, you know, and a lot of people, when they sitting next to me because my hair long, they just want to feel in it. And I be looking at them crazy like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like a sacred thing for spiritual. You know what I'm saying? This is our connection to the world.
Yep.
So it just depends on who you are, but everybody not spiritual. So
Agree.
Well, I'm spiritual like on that. I don't really get into all of that, but I mean, I'm just saying it just her just goes deeper than what we just basically talking about, you know. It goes deeper.
Hair goes real deep. I remember when I was a kid and like you got your hair combed or whatever, and then your grandma would be like, don't throw that hair, you know, like don't throw it in the trash. You have to burn your hair. Because they would tell us like if the birds get a hold of your hair, you'll go crazy.
Then you got to look at the fact about even with it's so deep because a witch can take a string of your hair. That's you. You see what I'm saying? A witch can take your hair, but if they take a weave, that ain't yours. Ain't nothing gonna happen. But if they
Correct.
take your hair, something happens to you because
Right.
you're connected to that hair. That you know.
Right.
And for me, you know, sometimes when you comb out the hair and the dead ends, they'll tell you take the hair, roll it and put it in a plant and it will grow. And sometimes with full moon, it's the time you're gonna chop your hair and your hair grows back full.
Uh-huh.
So for me, it has a lot of different meanings when it comes to hair.
Right. Right. And it depends on your heritage and what you was taught. And some people maybe don't have a heritage as it connects to hair. You know what I'm saying? But it does go very deep. You know, like everything about your hair is like, you know, skin. You feel what I'm saying? You cut it, you feel it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody mess with it, you feel it. It's just different things that, you know, goes along with it. I heard that too. We can get ahead.
You know, even in the Bible, you go to Samson in the Bible. His hair was his strength.
They cut Samson hair.
You know, they cut his hair. That was his strength. His hair. He was connected with that hair. You know?
Exactly. So it just depends on who you are and what you feel. If we could make the whole world feel what we feel, that's when we are no longer unique. You know what I'm saying? Like we are no longer separate. Do you want people to build confidence? Yes. You want them to have confidence to wear their hair if they want to. If that's what they want to do, you want to wear your hair. I don't care about you not having no edges because I'm not a person that's going to talk about you. I'm going to instantly think like something going on. You know what I'm saying? But you trying to let your hair breathe so that one day those edges will fill back in. If you have no hair, you know, like if you have alopecia, you might have to wear weave because people who have alopecia, people are picking on them. Do you have cancer? You know, people ask you like the meanest, rudest stuff. So I can see why people don't have confidence to wear their real hair.
But see, it all boils back down to, you know, us just making them aware that you keep wearing all this weave in your head, that eventually something like that would happen. So we just raising the awareness to let them know that too much of this hair can cause this type of stuff to happen.
Correct. And give them the pros and cons when your natural hair, you know, you'll usually hear your hair is your beauty.
Right.
We just gotta, I mean, to each their own, you know, but I'm just, you know, just trying to help our sisters out, you know. You know, I'm not saying everybody's supposed to not wear no weave in their head or, I mean, you do as you please, but I'm just bringing awareness that this is how a lot of that stuff happens. This is how a lot of our hair get damaged. And then once it's damaged and the damage is done, we relying on the products that damaged it.
Right. And just keep doing it though. You know, you just keep talking to the sisters and encouraging them to, you know, be their natural self if that's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And then if they don't want to do it though, don't make them feel bad for not wanting to do it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Because you can't put someone into doing what you might feel is right.
Well,
They
this is bringing awareness. It's not about, you know, a woman that wear weave. If that's what she choose to do. Cause I wear it, like I say, I wear it too. So it's not about you know, beat nobody down or whatever choice they make.
right.
It's just, you know, about the history of her and, you know, different stuff.
And what the next steps are. So what's some products that you use on your hair to make your hair do what you want it to do?
Really, I really don't use too many products on my head. I just use just like natural stuff. I really don't. I'm still finding different kind of products. I use edge control just to, you know, put my edges down, and that's really about it. I don't really use too much products.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it depends on the texture of your hair. Like,
Correct.
you know.
Right.
It's trial and error, right? So I use Shea moisturizer as well. They have this gel something, so I just bought it, and when I wet my hair and put it in, I was like, hey, it's so easy to comb. I love it. After I spent how much amount of money
Right.
just to find that one product that really helps, you know, to help it looks good, because you might use something and might say, I don't like how this looking. And then
Right.
where you want to go and put a weave, or you want to go and do something different.
Right.
And especially if you have an occasion to go to and then your hair is not looking well done, that is when, you know, you're going to slap on that wig, which I really like. But I'm going to try and really try to make it work.
Right.
And my husband will be like, so why you don't wear your natural hair? I said, because it's not combing properly and it's frustrating me.
Right. And that's what I told Shay today. I said, Shay, my hair is not hairing like I wanted to, but we're going to just go with it. We don't even care at this point. And she was like, your hair looks fine. And I was like, well, it's not doing what I wanted to do today, you know.
It's cute. I like
but
it.
I wake up like that. You know, like sometimes I'd be like, oh, you know, let me prepare. I have to prepare my hair at night. So if I wanted to like, you know, like lay down for me with no frizzies, then I got to sleep with a scarf on. Now I have a friend who makes products. She makes like a custard kind of product. And I absolutely love that product. It works for my hair to keep it moisturized. Of course, like I use some shine or some oil, some Jamaican lime oil. If I get some gel, I probably use some gel. Like if I do some roller sets or something like that, some regular Lottie Body or something like that to roll it up and sit up under the dryer so it lasts a little longer. But not too many. And I just use the same stuff because I'm just going to use what's going to work. That's it, you know.
So you started with the big chop too?
Yeah. I cut it all off. All of it. And I was wearing it for a little while. I was looking cute. You know, I had my little big earrings in, got my eyebrows on fleek.
Yeah.
You know? I'm doing my thing, but it was nice. It was nice. And then I was like, I think I'm finna go on a lock journey. And so I went and got it, you know, it got about that long and I locked it up and I've been locked ever since. So this like 12 years, you know what I'm saying? Like 12 years. But my hair is not a coarse hair. My hair is a more soft, big curls hair. So if I wet my hair now, and what people would say like, oh, well, you need a retouch, you know, but I don't want one. I'm gonna wait another couple of months before I get one. So that's how I like to do it, you know. But if I wet my hair, it's gonna curl up. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm saying I got to hide the frizzies, mean all these little curls that be popping out all over the place, I got to hide, you know, like to make it all come together. I got to, all right, let me get some coconut oil. Let me get a little spray, some water. Let me sleep with this scarf on and then wake up in the morning and drop some oil in there so it don't look dry.
Oh.
That's it.
And then some people look at you and determine this is how your hair should be.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes for Black women, your hair shouldn't be soft. Your hair should be curly.
It's about the product that you use, though. It's about what you do to your hair. You know, like even when I had an afro, people like who have afros, some people braid their afros down, and some people don't. But I used to braid my afro down at night. Like I would do like those little what you call dookie plaits or whatever.
Yeah.
I would put product on it and then part it in sections and then braid it down. So then when I took it out in the morning, it'll be out here. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to walk around with big hair.
Because I had someone tell me, "Oh, your hair is so wavy." I said, "So what do you expect my hair to look like?" Gonna judge you by. So I said, "Well, because I'm dark skin, my hair can't be wavy." Hello.
It's this third that be getting me. They be like, "You got good hair." Like,
Yeah.
what is
I
good
didn't know
hair?
you have good hair. I was like, okay then.
Is it a difference between good hair? Is it what's nappy hair? You know?
Exactly.
It's the type, but you know, it's the stereotype of people saying good hair, bad hair, because they thinking like, okay, like my hair, like I said, it's big, it's a big curl, you know, like it's a big like straight curl. It's not like a coarse curl. Like my sisters, they have a coarse curl. Like they have gonna pack down, whereas my hair not gonna pack down. It's just gonna fall. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just the different types of hair. But I love the way their hair is so coarse. You know, like I wish my hair would be like that. Like it would be coarse and it would be real thick and real tight curls. It's beautiful to me. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, I can't manage this right here. I got to do something else. So it just depends. It depends on the people. But you got to know what type hair you have. You just got to know what type hair you have.
Correct. Yeah.
Like you say, some products work for some and some just don't work for some. It just depends on your texture of hair.
Exactly. And it's just trial and error.
That's it. But start off with the grease and water because that used to work fine. Back in the day, our grandma, she just notorious for putting
water. Yes.
You have a little glass of water, she'd be dipping that brush in there, you know, put grease on it. Just start off right there.
Mm-hmm. So do you feel like with her that you like when you wear weave versus your natural hair, do you feel like you attract, you know, different type of stuff when it comes to like your hair versus a weave?
I've heard people tell me that before. Like I've heard people, I haven't had, it's been like 12 years since I had weave in my hair, anything other than my locks or natural hair. But I've heard people tell me that before. Like I've heard a couple of people tell me like, when I wear weave, I attract this kind of person. But then when I have my natural hair, then I attract this kind of person. So I think it just depends. You know what I'm saying? It could be the hair. It could not be the hair. I don't know. But they saying it's the hair. It's the hair. You know, because people say that. They say that to me a lot. And I feel like, I don't know.
Because my dad, that's what he used to tell me all the time. You know, you are what you attract. You know, if you wear a lot of fake hair, then you're going to attract a lot of fake people in your life. Versus you being natural. You know, and I'm like, look, they going to be fake anyway. You know, because I want to.
Your daddy on your tail about that hair, baby. You better keep the natural because your daddy ain't playing with you, baby.
I'm like, this
all right.
I'm like, he every day he'll call me, you still natural? I'm like, yeah. Well, that's good. That's how you need to be. Why? I'm like, you know what? I'm about to look. But I still wear my weaves and baby, I went to Miami not too long ago and I had my hair down my back. Long hair and I did not curl.
You look pretty though. You seen I was like, hey, you looking cute. I see you out there. You sure?
That's why I say I'm still I gotta wear some weave. Like I can't, you know, it just, you know, that's really hard. I'm gonna tell you the truth, it's really hard on a Black woman, you know, because we love our weave. It's gonna be hard to just go cold turkey. Like I don't think that's gonna be possible for some of us. Because some of us love our weave, and I'm just one of those that, you know, I like to have my wigs, my weave, you know. And I can do this too. I like doing this too, but I can't just
not all the time.
I ain't gonna be able to do it every day.
Oh, somebody bored. They talking about free R. Kelly, free Puff Daddy, free Bill Cosby.
What?
They want to free everybody, baby. They said free them.
I gotta put that on the screen.
Who else they freeing? Free Jerry Harris, free. They freeing people.
Wait a minute, Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown
went to
he went to jail.
jail.
I don't know, but they want to free everybody. Y'all free them.
Yeah, free all those. What?
Free, man.
Free all those black men, but you know some of them names I don't even know. So
they was giving a shout out. You know how you be on the news and they like, can I give a shout out to my mama? Yeah, so I want to give a shout out to such and such. They wanted to give a shout out to R. Kelly, Puff Daddy, Bill Cosby. Oh, wait a minute now, Jeffrey Epstein. Now you just getting carried away.
Yeah. Is that the article from his son? Because it say his son name.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I might need to check that out when I get off of this podcast.
Yeah, look, you don't want to be doing the next podcast.
That's what we do. We be nosy. We be researching, and especially me and Dee. We be.
So I got a question for I'm gonna say it. I know I'm gonna say it wrong, and I got a difficult name. So in your country, right? Does most people have natural hair, or how do they usually wear their hair?
So it's a mixture.
Okay.
You will see the weave. Trust me, you're gonna see the wigs. You're gonna see the braids.
Okay.
And in Trinidad have different cultures. So East Indian, and they will even wear the weave as well. Even though their hair are straight, they will also wear the weave as well.
Okay. So you're gonna see a lot of different stuff.
Yes, you will. But more, relaxed hair, more weave.
Okay.
Yeah, you will hardly see the natural hair.
Okay. And so are there like universal products that people usually use on their hair? Like this is what we have in our country. So are there products like that?
Yes, well, we get the products from the US as well. Okay. And then it will have local individuals making local products for you to try.
Okay. So about the same like in America, like we have our products, but then you have people that make products for you.
Correct. Yes, because remember we get US products as well.
Okay. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I travel to the US as well, I will buy up a couple of my products that works well for my hair that I get at a good price. Yeah.
Right.
So
it's probably expensive when it comes to y'all.
Yeah.
In the US. Understood.
Correct.
Understood.
But this was a good topic.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. I want to thank both of you for coming on. But this was a great subject right here.
I enjoyed this subject because we learned a lot.
And me and Ayana, we did a podcast before, and we talked about colorism.
Yeah,
that was a good topic. We talked about colorism and how she felt like darker skinned women they was discriminated against and from her own experiences and stuff. And we brought up Kelly Rowland and the stuff that she was facing in the industry.
Right. I could see that happening. I seen a post from Ekane. I guess Ekane said something about dark skinned women. I don't know. I really don't follow her. Like, I really don't know. But I've seen a lot of, a lot of dark skinned women. They were feeling offended by what she said. You know what I'm saying? But I think colorism is just something that, we use that. I'm not going to say we use. I'm going to say they use to separate us. You know what I'm saying? Again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not a dark complected skin woman, but I think people that are dark complected are so beautiful. Like their skin is so smooth. And not saying that light skinned people or brown skinned people are not beautiful. I just love to see somebody with really dark skin, though. It's just so beautiful. Mm-hmm. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah. So I just want to see y'all loving y'all roses, and thank y'all for coming on to the show. And I thank everybody for tuning in. This was a good topic.
Well, we thank you. Thank you for having me. Nice
And I
to meet
thank you, Shay, as well. And Denisha, nice to meet you. And let's plant our hair. Doesn't matter how our hair is, but at the same time, love our natural hair as well. Because we are all beautiful. It
That
doesn't matter what we wear.
she
Yeah.
said it. I don't got nothing to say to that. She said exactly what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Love you all.
Love you too.
Love you too.